Hi, welcome back everyone. So this video is actually us introducing ourselves, humble beginnings, and what saved our marriage. So I'm gonna go first. I am from a beautiful island called Guyana. You guys probably haven't heard about that, about Guyana. No, I'm pretty sure you
Is
have.
that an island?
Yes, it is an island.
No, it's not an island.
Well, to me,
It's
it
South
is.
America.
Okay. Okay, South America.
It's a country.
You guys see why I married her, right? But okay. Beside that, I was born in Guyana, January 1982. So you guys see how young I am. My parents, when I was 6 years old, my parents divorced, and my father came to the United States, and my mother went to Venezuela. Just a couple of months later, she came back to Guyana and took me and my sister. I have a sister. And she took us to Venezuela. We spent about 10 years in Venezuela. Very, very nice place. That's where I learned to speak Spanish. A lot of you are wondering how I know how to do that, but I was raised there for 10 years. Venezuela is a very, very beautiful place. But there was a lot of struggles. As a lot of you, I'm pretty sure you could probably relate. I always tell my kids that we used to eat chicken maybe once a week if we was lucky. It was a lot of dal and rice, beans, arepas, avocados. Until today, I am not a fan of avocado because my mother, we were so poor that my mother would give us avocado in the morning, avocado in the evening, avocado anytime, avocado for lunch, avocado for dinner, avocado as a treat. So
But Zavoka.
not avocado, avocado. Zavocado, okay? I just invented something. So this is gonna be Zavocado. So in Venezuela, it was very, very tough, but I don't think I will change that experience for nothing, because it's kind of the experience that made me into the person I am today. It was a lot of struggles, but it's something that I'm not too comfortable getting into right now, but eventually I will let you guys know. From Venezuela, at the age of 15, I went back to Guyana. I spent 3 years in Guyana. That was in 1997. That's when I started to go to school, because I did not really go to school in Venezuela. We did some private classes and stuff like that, but at the age of 15, I still couldn't read and write English. That is why my parents took me back to Guyana, so I can learn English before I come to America, because my father was here. I spent 3 years. That's where I learned English. I kind of really liked school, so I excelled. In just 3 years, I could read and write and do a lot of things that a lot of people wasn't at my age doing. But most of all, I was hungry to learn. I was hungry to better myself. I was hungry to become somebody. And that's very, very important. As you guys would know later on, as you guys who have been following our channel, some of the things that we are trying to do beside our life and experience and stuff we have today, we want you guys to see like business. We want to teach you guys like the things that we do for business that has been good for us. We have had some bad experience too, so it's all about taking risk, calculated risk. So let's get back to Guyana. Guyana in 1997. Went through a tough time there too. I was with my grandparents. Don't get me wrong, I love my grandparents. My grandmother, spend a lot of time with her. I love her to death.
Aji.
That old lady, Aji. You guys saw her in the Christmas video. My grandfather, he was a very, very nice guy, but sometimes he will drink alcohol, not sometime, on a daily basis. And it was not pretty when he was drinking. It was very tough. It made me, it kind of broke my spirit. But thank God I had Aji, and I had a lot of good people that kind of supported me and guided me through that experience. Because don't get me wrong, I was not an easy teenager either. I'm pretty sure I was rebelling a little bit also. Not a little bit, probably a lot. So from 1997 to 2000, I was in Guyana. In the year 2000, I went to New York. My father put in our papers came through, and we moved to New York. And from there, everything just became a bed of roses because I met my beautiful wife.
Hello. Hi guys, bed of roses. We'll get back to that one. All right, so, well, as you guys know, I was born and raised in Trinidad, in Caroni, Harlem. And I came to the US when I was 15 years old. My mom and dad got separated when I was about 5. We were living back in the US in the 80s, I believe, and then they got separated and we went back to Trinidad with my father, and then fast forward, I came when I was 15. Yes, it was struggles, a lot of struggles. Yeah, we're not gonna get into that one, but yeah, it was tough growing up as a child, but I don't regret not one thing. It molded me and made me who I am today. And my kids are living proof of, you know, to be a better mom, to be a better parent, just because of my experiences as a child. Pretty much, yeah, I moved to Queens, and I met him, and when I saw him, it was jackpot. I got the green card. Green card.
We'll get back just now to that green card.
Yeah, but yeah, I met him, and we met a year after we both came to the US. We met in January. We met in the second week of January, and the third week we moved in together. And since then, 22 years later, we're still here.
It's been a bed of roses.
He's lying.
So New York is where dreams are made of. It's like the concrete jungle. I feel like Alicia Keys today. But okay, New York was a little tough, I'm not gonna lie. You know, after we met, she just put me through a tough time.
Where we met?
Oh, where we met. So I used to go to school and I used to work. I was about to become a doctor.
He's lying.
I was working at a CD store, like an electronics store. For those of you who are around our age or a little older, you will know what a CD player is. The other day, my son asked me what is a CD player. I was like, what you asking me, boy? But she wanted to buy a CD player. I was selling a CD player. I was in the store. Guide you. There was electronics on one side, electronic on the next side, and kind of in the middle was like the shelving area. And I was kind of like working there, like, you know, packing up the CD players and stuff like that. And she's coming in and she sees me. When she saw me, she was like licking her lips, and she was like, damn, he is hot.
Oh gosh, no.
Mind you, I didn't see her yet, you know, so I was like, and then when I spotted her like from the corner of my eyes, I pretended like I didn't see her. So she came and she's just looking at me. I noticed like from the corner of my eyes how she's like looking at me.
Okay, he's talking garbage now.
Like, oh. So I turned around and I said, how can I help you, ma'am? She's like, you can help me, boy.
Okay, that's a lot. So yes, I went to buy my CD player because I used to work in Brooklyn. I used to work on Halsey Street. So I needed my CD player for the train station, you know, it's a long ride. So yes, and I lost my CD player, and I found his store. My budget was $60 because, you know, back in those days, you're making what, $300 a week. So yeah, my budget was $60, and I ended up spending $120. I still have that CD player somewhere inside. That's antique. It's antique.
It is antique.
But you know, he asked me for my number and all of that. Yes, you did. Yeah, I had a pager back then, so he used to page me.
So first, you know, me being, you know, the person that I am, I'm trying to help her with the CD player, but she's like looking at me like, and I had to tell her, girl, all right, if you want, you know what, Give me your phone number, I'll call you. So she give me her pager number,
lie.
her mama's number,
You
her
lie.
grandmother number. I say, girl, I need all this number, I just need your number. She's like, yeah, but just in case you don't get me on these numbers, you can get me on my grandmother number.
That's a lie.
It's like, okay, cool.
Well, yes. So yes, we moved in the third week of January. So this week actually is our anniversary week. Again, 22 years. And it was good in the beginning. And we had a lot of struggles. He was a very naughty boy in New York.
It was the best 3 weeks of my life.
Yes, back then he was a very naughty boy. You know, define naughty is everything comes behind naughty. But I don't want to get into that. You know, it's not about that today.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to throw him under the bus, you know, because the bus might probably crush him.
All right, let's stop talking about the bus now. All right, so after we moved in, 3 weeks later, as I said, after that 3 weeks, my life was done. It ended.
No, your life just began.
So we moved in together. Then this girl come and tell me she pregnant, boy. I said, what? No, it can't be. She said, yep. I was like, okay, well then it's officially over.
No. Back in New York, when he used to get angry, he would take a garbage bag, like 2 garbage bags, the black ones, and he will pack all his clothes, and then he will take it out, and then the next day he'll have to unpack it. So he got tired of doing that.
Actually, the song Garbage Bag, I actually invented that song and give it to Farmer Nappy.
Oh,
I was
yeah?
the one with the garbage bag every other week on my shoulders.
Well, it was his fault.
Yeah, most of it was my fault. I gotta admit that now. I would, but 10 years ago I wouldn't. No, I'll take that to the grave.
Yeah.
Okay, so come after that, she told me she's pregnant and stuff like that. Now working part, school ended. My doctor career was over. I was about to become a prominent doctor, but hey, I had to settle for delivering pizza.
Yes, he was a pizza boy.
But I was the best pizza delivery guy you'll ever meet, okay? Like when I would go to deliver pizza, I will go to, and I would have this like sad face when I'm giving the pizza like I'm hungry or something. So they'll give me like $10 or $20 tips.
That's how Sarah was raised.
Yes,
by
on
pizza tips.
Yes. At delivering the pizza, I started doing mechanical work because my brother-in-law, Anil, he is married to my sister. He had a mechanic shop. So what I will do from 8 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, I'll work at the shop, but I was learning. I wasn't a mechanic. I was young. I was only 20 years old, 19, 20? Something like that.
Yeah.
So I wasn't making no money because I was now learning. I will go clean the shop and I will learn mechanical work. Then after I start making a little bit of money, so I will work at the shop from 8 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, and I will deliver pizza from 6 in the afternoon to 1 in the morning. And the leftover pizza and stuff like that, I'll bring it home, and that's what we would eat and stuff like that. We had to make some tough sacrifices, but it was all worth it. I learned mechanic work. That's where I learned that trade, thanks to Anil from Advanced Auto. You guys should check him out. He is actually one of the best truck mechanics in Orlando. I'm the best auto mechanic, he's the best truck mechanic. Don't tell him I said that, though, right? But yes, because of him, I kind of got into the automotive industry, and I still do that today. I love it. That's why I want to bring you guys some of those mechanical videos and some business videos also, but that's for another day.
So, but how did you, when you left Anil, you got a really old car with a big trunk, all right? We were living on off of Cimarron over there by the airport, and he got a really, the old car was old with a big trunk, and he started doing mobile mechanic. Then after, I think 6 months, he got an old van with shelves in it. He built shelves in it, and he was doing mobile mechanic with that.
Okay, but that's after when we left New York now.
Yeah, we're in Orlando.
So we left New York in 2004, and we came to Orlando, Florida. We actually came to visit Tasha and Anil which is my sister, and my brother-in-law. He moved down to Florida and he opened a shop over here. And he always asked me, hey, he told me if whenever I'm ready to move down, he would have a job ready for me in Orlando, Florida. I didn't want to move down. I kind of liked the New York lifestyle. It was
the naughty lifestyle. Yes, there was so much of these.
The good lifestyle.
Oh, that was good, baby.
Well, when you're young and you're single.
Yeah.
Oh, no, but I wasn't single. Okay, so
Yeah, yes, he was not single.
But,
so those girls out there, stay away.
Okay, yes. Whenever I go, I gotta tell them stay away, stay away. You know,
Good.
Shah Rukh coming through.
Oh, shut up.
All right, Florida. Well, once we got to Florida, it was really, we actually made a drastic move to Florida. We just came to visit my sister and my brother-in-law who had a shop in Florida. Trish, how long we came for?
We came for like about 2 weeks, and that was a wrap. We went back to New York. I packed up the entire basement we were living in off of Jamaica Avenue and Hillside. And yeah, within 3-4 months, we were in Florida already, and we were living on Summerlin Boulevard by the airport.
Yes, it was a drastic move. Everything we owned, we packed it up in 1994 Chevy Blazer. Everything we owned actually fit in the trunk.
That's correct.
We used to live in a basement in Orlando.
In New York.
Sorry, in New York. And then we came and we rented an apartment in Orlando. But Orlando, the reason we moved to Orlando was because it was like being in Guyana and being in America at the same time. Is one of the best. I don't think we can go permanently live anywhere else besides Georgia.
Georgia, in the mountains, yeah.
But beside that, Orlando, Florida is the place. So I worked for Anil for a year doing mechanical repairs, and I knew that for me there was more to life. I was hungry. I wanted something else. It was not enough, you know. The 9 to 5, I don't know. I just wasn't comfy with it, and I'm pretty sure I wasn't a good employee, you know. But,
he was the best employee. You could ask Anil. He was one of the best employees he ever had.
Well, we're gonna ask him and let you know what he says. So what I did when I left, I did not really have a business plan or nothing. And this is where the business part comes in. We want to really teach you guys a lot more. What we have learned by a lot of trial and errors. A lot of trial and errors. Honestly, we have failed probably more time than we have won. But nobody don't see the failure. Everybody just see the part where you win. But trust me, there's a lot more failure behind those wins. I bought an old van. We call it the Bud-Bud.
The Bud-Bud.
The Bud-Bud van. And I put shelves in it. And I started from there doing one customer at a time, going to their houses and stuff like that. It was tough times because sometimes you'll get one job a week. You didn't know where how you was gonna pay the rent or how the next meal was gonna come. But beside the struggle, I think at the end it was definitely worth it because I met some very interesting people. I met a guy we call Tio Miguel. He kind of, I was very young, so he kind of put me under his wings, introduced me to a lot of Puerto Rican customers and Hispanic customers in general. And being that I speak Spanish, it helped me. So I kind of outgrew the little van, and I took a loan from my father, a small loan to help me to get a building and open a shop. I actually failed. We failed 3 times, right? Two times?
2 times we are. So we opened a shop on the east side of Orlando, and then after we opened one on Silver Star and John Young, and those 2 failed. But then we had the one on while we opened the one on John Young and Silver Star, we opened the one at the Magic Mall, and it was everybody wanted to see Dave. So because he was the one shop most of the time, which is a breadwinner, he could not be at the other one, and that one I got run down because he weren't there. Yeah.
Yes, that's one of the things I want to tell you guys. If you guys are planning to open a business or quit your job and start something, a lot of people ask me, Dave, what business school should I go to, or how do I go about opening a business? All I tell them, man, is just start. That's all it takes. Don't leave your job yet. At least start. Do it part-time. Do it on the side. But don't be scared. don't be afraid. A lot of people don't start because they're afraid of what their parents are going to think or what their family are going to think if they fail. Do not think about that. The best school of business is to start your own business. Start, keep going. You're going to fail. I guarantee you're going to fail. There is no two ways about that. You will fail, and you will you will fail one time, but you will have to get up again. You will fail, and then you will have to get up. Just get up, persist, and keep going. It's kind of like it will never be a straight line. It'll always be bumpy. But you got to keep going, and that's one of the things that has helped me, persistence. Beside that, the shop started doing well. We are doing pretty okay right now. Right now, we are developed kind of like a growth mindset. We're trying to at this point in time, I'm trying more to grow the shop rather than to do all the work, like the day-to-day work. But that would be for another video. Now let's do the real estate lady. That's where the real business come in.
Ay.
Tell them about a bit how you got into real estate, or how we got into real estate.
Okay, so when the market crashed in 2008, we actually got a friend who came to his shop. His name is Michael, and he was like, Dave, after a couple months, he was like, Dave, let's invest in our first one property. And the property was like, what, 28,000. So it was like 14,000 a piece. And that was all the money we had in the bank account. It was like 14 or 15,000 we had in our bank account. And it was rough for me, knowing I have a little daughter, to take all that money and take that risk. So we bought our first property with him, and we took that risk, and it actually turned out to be, after 1 property, 2 property, 3 property, 4 property, 5 property, with no mortgages. And it's been blessed. It's been blessing. But we took that first risk. If we didn't, and I was scared to take that risk, because he's the one like, no, Trish, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. I was like, Dave, but this is all the money we have. And he was like, nope, we're gonna take this chance. It's gonna be working in the future. And mind you, we bought the first property under my friend's mom's name. So that was knowing that it wasn't going to be under my name, it was going to be under his mom's name, and it was a cash purchase. And we took that risk again. You have to take risk in this life to grow, and that's what we did. And now I just did an appraisal in that house, and believe me, it's way beyond 28,000. Yeah. But when I got into real estate, to grow our business. So at least when the fixer-upper goes on the market, I don't have to contact an agent. I'll be the first one to get it, and I could put in an offer and work with them quickly, so we could get a property for us to grow our business. And then eventually I started liking it. I started getting buyers, I started getting sellers, and I fell in love with it. And because of him too. I was not a camera person. Now you see me here. Hi guys. It's all because of him. He pushed me to be in front of the camera, and ever since, that was it. I mean, my clients love me. You could Google me, Trisha Deokinandan. My review speaks volume. Like, seriously. I go above and beyond for my clients, and that's what it boils down to. It's a blessing. And I will tell you right now, yes, I say, he pushed me, and yes, we got good people and all that came into our life, like Mr. Perez and his wife Sylvia. But at the end of the day, it's all God. Okay, it's all God.
All God. This real estate venture has been really, really good for us. It's been a blessing.
Yeah.
But some of the failures that we had, we invested $15,000. A lot of time when we invested, it was all or nothing. We always invested everything we have.
Yeah, no money in the bank account.
No money in the bank. Where the next paycheck was gonna? I take a lot of risk, but calculator, of course, because maybe now I'm young. Now that I'm older, I take a little less risk. I'm a little more scared of risk, but when I was younger, it used to be very, very risky. And one of the things that I did was I invested in a phone store, in Boost Mobile store. That didn't go well at all. We lost $15,000. at that time, that could have broke our spirit from investing, and we could have not ever invested again, and I would have probably still been struggling. But I don't know why we just kept doing it. After that, we invested in a landscaping company. We lost $5,000 on that, which is not a lot, but for us at that time it was a lot, because that's all you have. And if you don't take these chances, you'll never know. One of the things that I do not regret taking those risks, because those are the risks that made us into better investors or better business person, or to analyze a deal a little better before you get into stuff like that. But you have to start. If you have to start somewhere. Start small. I'm always telling Trish, you know what? Start your business. Start small, think big, grow fast. That's kind of the stuff that I'm saying right now. Start fast, think big, grow fast. Some of the other challenges that we have had a lot of ups and downs, emotional stuff like marriage and stuff like that. It's been a tough road. But I have to say that mostly she is the strong-minded one. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, it's hard for him to say, me being a strong-minded one, because I have been the strong-minded one in all these years. We have had a very difficult marriage, up to 15 years. For the last, how many years are we? 22, so about the last 7 years. So the last 7 years, I would say, has been a blessing. And the last 3 years has been more intimate, because we decided that we wanted to put God in our life. I mean, God was in our lives before, but we had him as last place in our life. Now, every night we do anything that we have, what step we have to take in business, in anything that in this life we have to offer, we put God first. And to be honest with you, God is what saved our marriage. If it wasn't for God, we wouldn't have been here. Dave would probably have been like, I don't know, have about 50 kids somewhere. And I probably would have been back in Trinity, I don't know. But we are thankful that Jesus Christ saved our marriage. Don't you think so?
Yes, we are very grateful. We go to a little church called Hope FLA. Is in Claremont, Florida. It's a small church, but we love it because it has that homey feelings. It has a very nice youth group for the kids. Sarah, which is our oldest, she is 20 now. She's in the Sava group, which is the youth group, and she's excelling at that. Is a really good, humbling experience, especially when you have a 20-year-old that is interested in the church and in doing good things, and in not partying or drinking. Not saying that, hey, if that's what you do, that's what you do. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, like, some of the things that you see the 20-year-olds are doing nowadays, that, I'm happy and I'm proud to say that she's more involved in the church and trying to help somebody or trying to do something with the church.
Yeah.
Is a humbling experience.
Yeah, our church is it's a family. We have over 50 different nationalities in our church, and they love on you. And yes, me and we, all the years we had friends, we have family, we have all of that. Don't get me wrong, we have great people in our life, but it's something about these sisters and brothers in our church. It's a remarkable feeling. It's I just don't want to leave. Like today, you were like, "Church, we gotta go." I was like, "He's hungry." I was like, "Dude, listen, relax."
Church finish at 12. I'm looking at my watch. It's almost 1 o'clock and we haven't left yet. I'm hungry. I'm
listen,
just talking and talking.
I told him at the end of the day, that's my peeps. And that's his peeps too, It's just when the belly is calling.
Hey, when I'm hungry, I'm hungry. I'm only a human being. All right, let's introduce you. I know we talked a lot about Sarah, but we also have a 9-year-old boy, Joshua.
Who's gonna be 10 next week.
He's gonna be double digit.
10 going on 50.
Yes, he's gonna be the big one. Also now his knee hurt, his back hurt, and stuff like that. And we have little Leah.
Yes, little Leah. Come, guys. Ooh, so this is baby Leah. Come, come, come. Baby Leah came as a surprise. Yes, she came as a surprise. This is our little Joy. She came the year for the COVID, and she kept us all together, right?
She kept us busy.
Yes, and this is Joshua.
Yeah, this is a carbon copy of me. Look
Uh-huh.
at that. You see, he just that I'm a little more
But he's
handsome.
smart like his mom. He got the
Yeah.
mom's brains.
Beside my handsomeness, you know, yeah, I don't know what happened there.
And that's our 21-year-old to be next month.
Head into medical school. She's in the medical field. She volunteers at, where do you volunteer at, Ben?
I actually just finished volunteering at ORMC.
So she's doing her shadowing now in the process. But
Oh, so
yeah.
she's doing her shadowing. We are very proud of her. This one, I don't know.
But no more kids. We are done having babies.
Who's done having baby?
We are done having
I thought we was gonna have one more.
You lying.
No, they're not having it.
Because Sarah is a babysitter.
Yeah, when we have all these babysitters, we should keep having kids.
But guys, this is our family. And I'm going to tell you guys this. Put God first in your life, and everything else will be added on. I'm a living testimony, and I'll speak for myself. With God, anything and everything is possible. And He gives you the strength to go on and to keep on moving. All right? And just remember, when it comes to business, the sky's the limit. Do anything you want, you set your mind to do, and conquer it. All right? And you will reap it later on. Correct?
Yes. Set a goal
Set a goal.
and go to church. Jesus saved me.
You say, yeah. Jesus saved all of us.
All right, go ahead, Josh.
Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Yes, don't forget to smash that like button.
Say, like and subscribe. Bye. This is the Trinity family.
Trinity family.